In today's video, I'm going to be making a picture out of 1028 pixels. However, well, really there's no catch. But I will say one thing. 1028 pixels does seem like a lot, but if you really do the math, 1028 divided by, well, 1028, the square root of 1028 is 32 point something something something. So, what I'm trying to say is, if you really think about it, it's not that much. So, how does it go? How do we do it? I don't know. Just watch for yourself. So, before we begin working, if you can see, which I'm guessing you probably can, then this picture says it's 32 pixels out of 32 pixels. But, well, let me prove you wrong, because if, for you brainiacs out there, 32 times 32 does not equal 1028. So how am I doing this? Well, if I click here and click advanced options, well, as you can see, last time I checked, 32.06243908 times 32.06243908 equals 1028. So you can't prove me wrong. So don't sue me. Okay, so for this project, I was thinking maybe I could go for just a background. So for a background, I'm just going to test out some variations. So for example, does this look good? Not really. So I'm going to find another one. I think this might look perfect. It might be a bit too much, but then again, I could alter it later. Like this is too gloomy, so for now we're just gonna leave it. And this is too bright. Like, all these are kind of bright, honestly, but for now, I think this will be our best option. Now, obviously, we will make it look better in just a second, but before we begin, for the hills, I say, since first, let's make the sun a bit. So the sun's gonna come from here, right? So I'm just gonna make a square. But otherwise, it looks pretty solid for the most part. It really adds that atmosphere that I think is kind of needed. So the sun is there. Now, if we were to use it as grass, let's make a hill, which that looks ugly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go one by one. Let's just speed up this footage. Okay, so I think this outline looks pretty cool. Now, obviously, I do have to make this very green. I have to replace it because unless you guys did your map, unless you guys are like science people, then you probably should know if the sun is not facing it, right? So, for example, if I already use a let's just make a line, right? If this is the sun's going this way. If it's touching this area, so that means this the area that's facing the left is not hitting the sun at all. So why would the sun be there? So it's supposed to be in this color. Oh yeah, another thing, unless you didn't know, my profile picture was actually made on this website, Pixel Art. So shout out to them, I guess. Yeah, I made this a long time ago, so it's cool, I guess. Now, I think here I'm gonna have to go to colors, and here I can like vary them a bit. But what I'll do is I'll click on this now. Okay, so now we've gone to here, and so what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm starting to get a little bit bored, so I'm gonna use some cloud textures, and this is gonna be really cool, right? Right now, well, okay, you know what? Never mind. So for the cloud, I think I'll just grab this blue and make it a little bit less vibrant. So I'll add like a lot of I think for a cloud that's pretty cool. For what it is, I guess. I was gonna make another cloud, but I feel like that'd be a bit too much. So I was planning to make like a bigger mountain in the background, but I don't know how to do that specifically. So what I think is I'm gonna so yeah, well, I think I'll add my signature touch, which, in case you didn't know, is this. No, that's a horrible signature touch. What am I doing? I was gonna make something. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. I think. I'm gonna give it the signature touch, the hair. You can't go wrong with the hair. But yeah, otherwise, I think, yep, that's it. So, I honestly think it looks pretty mid. I mean, yeah, it's better than my normal art, but for what I usually make, I think I could have made better. So, what do you think? Share in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.